What do you like the best?
You mentioned Apple. Apple is an obvious one. They're probably going to earn $9 or $10 this year and next year. Stock's 130. They're about to come out with some really interesting stuff next week. I think we'll hear about music streaming and some other stuff. And I think that Corey Johnson, is much better able to give you all the details of the products they're likely to do. But as a shareholder, I just couldn't be happier with what they're doing in terms of product introductions.
Do you own it for value or growth now?
Yes. How's that? Because that's what it's been. It's 13 times earnings, and with this mountain of cash that they have, great. So it's a value stock, but trading in a growth costume, because they grow faster than other people.
Value stock in a growth costume.
Yeah, that's a really good deal.
What about banks? In particular, we've heard a lot of talk about potential layoffs. And just in the last year, J.P. Morgan cut 17,000 staff, RBS over 15,000, HSBC 1,000. And we're kind of hearing even more numbers and more rumors on top of that. How do banks wind up making money when they're just cutting staff?
One of the things that Morgan is a good case in point. You mentioned 17,000. They actually hired, I think, net 4,000 lawyers. So we have this Dodd-Frank world with all kinds of pressures, regulatory and political, on these institutions, and they have their margins coming down because they have to hold more capital, et cetera, et cetera. Some of these things are good. Some of them are silly. But nevertheless, it's a reality. That's what it is. So having that reality, they have to screw down the whole expense structure, and that's what they're doing. And when rates go up someday, maybe starting in September, when rates go up, they'll make some more money. Right now, they're probably primed to make significant amounts of money a few years out when rates go up. That's probably
We're talking rates going up by what, 25 basis points?
Oh yeah, it's not
talking
not in the next 6 to 12 months. Absolutely not. They're making, they'll make what they're making. But they're actually pretty profitable on an historical basis right now.
And what about China? We've heard a lot of talk about, is China yes, China is in a bubble. Do you still play it?
Well, I beg your pardon.
Do you not agree it's in a bubble? I feel like that's all I hear about.
I think lots of people. It's very rare that you get, with the exception of the late .com boom, where people actually identify that we're in a bubble. The Chinese market was in a bubble in 2007, 2000. It was 60-plus times earnings overall. Let's use the three markets over there, and they, in fact, had a 5-year bear market of one of the worst markets in the world. You and I spoke about them at that time. The last year and a half, they have actually moved forward. They've doubled, but they're still, instead of 60 times earnings, they went down to 10 times earnings, and now they're at 18 times earnings. So bubble, I don't think so.